Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Open House.
That was my fun, nice guy intro. I'm just gonna jump right into it, if you don't mind.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Open House, where we respond to your questions, comments, concerns, greetings of the season, and basically everything in between. This episode is brought to you by Aveo. First question comes from Ivan Louis Lugo. How do you think dating culture will evolve during these times and once we're hopefully past it? I think socialization in general is going to be very different. I have invested heavily in Zorb because I do think that once things kind of improve out there, people will still have these memories of how bad it was, and they'll want a Zorb to walk around in. The most intimate one can get with another person will be climbing out of the Zorb into theirs. That's what new marriage ceremonies and bonding ceremonies will look like. Not too much of a difference, just the Zorbs. Invest in Zorbs.
So I think we're actually going to evolve to the point where we are all just wearing bodysuits, as we should be, kind of like that sex scene from the first Naked Gun. And I know what you're thinking. The Mormons have been getting around this for years by doing it through a sheet, but it might not actually be the Mormons. That might just be my brain remembering the wrong religious culture that I am choosing to mock at this point. In either case, if you can't laugh at your God, you can't laugh when you're having sex in the bodysuit.
Well, it's a tradition in Scotland during weddings for the attendees to throw trash at the bride and groom, because if they can survive that, they can survive anything. And I think that's sort of a metaphor for what's been happening right now. I think it'll be a lot easier to find a partner because we've seen rock bottom, so anything's better than this.
I don't know. I feel like that would be pretty scary. I think that eventually when people are out and about and like with each other, they're gonna be like, gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Cyber dating. You're gonna have your little USB plug-in stuff. You got some like feedback from maybe your hands or your other bits, and you just plug that into your computer, plug a little something into yourself maybe.
So let's pretend that you and I are in on a date, okay? We can still share an Italian meal, fill your ear canals with the supple vibrations of my thoughtful prose. The evening goes well. We establish a love connection, and the time has come to consummate that connection with physical contact. And in entering the room is me, Dawn, the real doll, approaching you with my clockwork gait, and across the city in a control room, your real date, me, manning the controls, pulling levers, activating vacuum tubes, okay? Dating will evolve indeed.
Ooh, a little tingly.
I could get coronavirus or I could get chlamydia.
Please, God, I need to get that. I need to get that $15 back, because that guy, he really convinced me Zorbs were the future.
Your next question comes from Adam G. What new creative hobby should I take up while stuck inside? You could start getting into Spider-Manning, something I've been trying a lot. You start shooting your web all around the house, and then Aunt May's knocking and is like, everything okay? And you're like, don't open. It's masturbate, just masturbate more.
I don't see this so much as a time for taking up new hobbies. Maybe share some hobbies you already love, Spanish 21, blackjack. Don't let mom and dad tell you they don't have any cash either. All kinds of banking laws have been adjusted during this calamity. They can pull money out of their retirement penalty free. So if grandpa is telling you that he doesn't have a bankroll, put him against the wall and tell him to loosen up his purse strings.
You call your grandma and be like, hey grandma, I want to learn how to make a quilt. Can you teach me how to do it? And she'll be like,
no, I fucking can't teach you how to make a quilt.
but at least you called your grandma, and that's good.
Doing some programming. Maybe something you just plug it into your computer and then plug it into yourself, and then you go on a sweet Zoom date.
Me personally, it's been competitive dog grooming. Benson and I spend at least 4 to 5 hours a day looking for looks for him, testing those looks. So when this whole thing blows over, we're going to get him out on the circuit. He'll be about 15 years old by then. But I think he'll finally be ready to give it a shot.
I've been trying to play a lot more guitar since I've been inside. Next question from Zion the Degenerate Lion, aka Johnny Was Blue 1. How? Where?
Zion Degenerated Lion, that's a name.
Zion Zion
From Zion to Degenerate Lion. Whoa, did I say that right?
Got my $1,200 check and I don't know what to spend it on. My brother says I should get a VR headset, but my sister says I should get a car. Who should I listen to? This is what you do.
Make sure financially everything's covered and use that money for what you need to: groceries, rent, any other things that are really important to you, especially if you need the financial assistance right now.
I was like, should I get a VR headset? And then I looked how much they were, and I was like, maybe not. But anyways, if it's like $1,200 and you're just like, gotta support the economy, why not get a VR headset? You could drive a car in the VR headset.
And look, your brother probably wants you to get a VR headset so that way, he can borrow it, he can play games with it. And your sister probably wants you to get a car so you can drive her to the abortion clinic. I don't know why I was saying that. I know your sister is very, very lovely.
You take that check and you invest it right back into the stock market. I don't know how those work. I've heard penny stocks are an option.
A large inflatable sphere that you can walk inside might be the perfect choice for you.
Man, with $1,200, you could buy it hundreds of those things. And just imagine, if even just one of them goes up in value by half a cent, you've tripled your money.
Okay, Leah Smith says, who'd be the best vampire out of everyone?
Jacob, right? Because he's basically up all night anyway.
I think Jacob already is a vampire, and I'm sure that joke has been made by my colleagues, but yes, Jacob, because he already doesn't sleep, he feeds off of blood, and god damn it if he isn't the sexiest one out of all of us.
He's got the charm, sidling up to a man or a woman somewhere in a bar. He's very friendly, saying, "Come back to my place and let's play Monster Hunter for 14 hours.
I hate to say it because he's right over there and can hear me. It's James. It's just like he's got those piercing eyes, and can you imagine if he was a vampire, like how much more ghoulish that would be? And he also, like, sometimes when I get my period and like, he's sniffing around and I'm like, why are you digging those tampons out of the trash? From Kim Stoles, who on the Funhaus team would you trust the least with a time machine?
Oh my god, I would not trust Ryan with a time machine. He'd go back and create so many paradoxes and fuck up all the loops.
Probably Adam. That drunk gameplay where I accidentally, Bruce told me beforehand that only pussies wear hand straps, so I wasn't wearing one, and I let the Switch controller fly and it hit Adam. I think Adam would travel back in time and he'd do a thing where he like catches it and he throws it back at me.
My top two contenders go to either John Smith or Matt Peake. They're two people who I know are constantly living in the fear of their own mistakes. But here's the thing, I never forget, no matter what. I remember what you said, John, and I'm still upset by it, and I will always be upset by it.
I wouldn't trust Benson with the time machine, okay? I think Benson would be the most likely to disappear in a time machine and return sporting all rayon, thick mutton chops and a pompadour with my mom on his arm. Benson, you slick dog.
This one's a dead tie between Matt and Ryan. Both of them would use the time machine to go back and try to win all their lost chess matches against each other. They wouldn't do anything cool with the time machine. They would waste that potential trying to outdo each other and win every single chess match.
You too, Peake. I don't care how many times you go into that time machine and accidentally kiss your mother. What is with me in just making random movie references when we do this show? I don't get it. I haven't seen Back to the Future in like 25 years. I should watch that movie again. It's really fucking good.
This episode is brought to you by Aveo. Daily contact lenses are easy and convenient, which are two things we all really need right now. Working from home, staring at screens, chasing kids around the yard all day, wouldn't it be nice to have comfortable, technologically advanced contacts delivered directly to your door? Aveo provides advanced, super hydrating, all-day comfortable daily contact lenses at an affordable price and delivered right to your door. You do not have to worry about buying huge boxes and boxes of contacts to last you the next 25 years. That's out the window because coming straight to your door are the exact contacts you need, the exact time you need them. It's the only subscription contact lens company that offers both regular daily contacts and daily toric contacts for an astigmatism. Best of all, these contacts are designed to keep your eyes healthy. They have an exclusive aqualock technology that keeps the lenses hydrated and comfortable even after 12 hours of wear. Aveo lets you customize your delivery schedule and personalize your plan so you only get the contacts you need on your schedule, no extra contacts lying around filling your cabinets. Plus, if you're using daily contacts, you have no need for cleaning solution or storage cases and all that kind of stuff which can harbor bacteria. This is the most hygienic option. Aveo contacts are manufactured in a state-of-the-art clean room facility that's fully automated, so the first hands that touch your contacts are your own. And because Aveo manufactures and ships their own contacts, there aren't any extra third-party markups. You want one more reason to give them a try? Aveo is donating a portion of all sales to Direct Relief, providing masks, gloves, and other protective gear to our healthcare heroes. I use Aveo contacts. It makes my daily morning routines that much faster, that much more convenient. All I have to do is grab what I need for the day and move on. I've used Aveo and you should too. And right now they are offering our listeners the best deal they have anywhere. Get a 10-day trial pack for $1. That's just $1 at aveovision.com/openhouse. It's spelled AVEO vision.com/openhouse for your 10-day trial pack for $1. You're not going to get a deal like this anywhere else, so go to aveovision.com/openhouse. Our last question comes from Liam. What's the biggest mammal you think you could knock out with one punch? If I was in a Zorb, traveling full speed down a hill, I, without doing any damage to myself, could easily knock out a rhino or a grizzly bear, maybe even a giraffe. Something big. I could knock out something big if I had the power of a Zorb behind me. And also the safety of it too. Please invest in Zorb.
I'm not exactly sure which of the largest of the male family, genus, if you will, that I will have to knock out, but I know I will have to one day in my life. So I should be training to fight off either a coyote, wolf, or Burmese tiger. Those are the top of my list of things that I do possibly plan on being stuck alone with in a wild man survival. Maybe there's a most dangerous game situation going on.
Maybe a river otter, but only if it was distracted and I could get the jump on him. But then if the otter got aggressive, I don't know what I would do or how I'd be toast.
Thanks for all your questions this week, guys. I have a lot of fun reading them and coming up with funny, crazy scenarios in my head. Typically the first thing I think of, it's what we call improvised humor. How the fuck did I get this job?
Part social experiment.
Who touched Blaine? Someone touched Blaine.
Part game show. Part torture chamber. This is Last Laugh.